Welcome back to the Green Means Go channel. It's your host, me, and today we have a Monday Night Football doubleheader. Baltimore visits Tampa Bay, and the Chargers visit Arizona. These two games are staggered a little bit, so they will be on at the same time, but one will start earlier than the other. Before we talk about those, I am going to make a video that I will drop tonight, probably around 7 p.m. before the game starts, with kind of the premise of should we be celebrating Deshaun Watson's injury? I'm going to go through kind of the reaction, the media's reaction, Twitter's reaction, the world's reaction to his Achilles rupture yesterday, and just kind of talk about all of it and kind of where we find ourselves, because I think it's a very interesting situation. So stay tuned for that. Here are the games tonight. As I said, on Wednesday, these were my official picks, and we had some bad line movement yet again, that went against our favor. So the main one is I love Chargers -2.5, and if I loved them at 2.5, by golly, I'll love them at 1.5. The line moved the opposite way, so that's not great. And then I like the under 48.5, and it's moved to 49 and even 50 on Fanatics. So again, not what you love to see, but it is what it is. We'll roll with it. Hopefully those few points don't end up mattering in the long run. Last week, we'll start with the good news. We hit the bonus play. I gave out an MLB bonus play, 10 to win 77 or 87 once your state got factored in, and that hit, so that was awesome. And I did give out Josh Allen as a first touchdown scorer. Now, did anybody take him? I don't know, right? But it was on the list. However, we lost all of our other plays. The most frustrating one was the Braylon Allen. He scores a touchdown, and it was nullified by an offensive holding penalty, which you could say if there wasn't holding, maybe he wouldn't have scored. I get it, which would have put us above for the week or a positive for the week. So that's a little tough. The good news is if you did tail this, overall, we were positive on the day. So that's excellent. We'll move on to this week, and everything looks about the same. FanDuel's offering their 30% same-game parlay for either game. DraftKings is offering a -20% same game parlay for either game, or a same game parlay X where you can combine them. But I'm not going to do that. And then ESPN has their typical 20% boost, 100% boost, and first touchdown insurance. So looking at the games, some things that jump off the page at me as far as the data for touchdowns go. Baltimore is one of the best teams with rushing touchdowns, as you can imagine, and Tampa Bay has a clear weakness in giving up rushing touchdowns, a lot to the quarterback. They're the worst team at allowing quarterback rushing touchdowns, and Baltimore, you could argue, is one of the best. So there is an opportunity there potentially for Lamar Jackson. As for the other side of the ball, Tampa Bay has the league-leading 13 wide receiver touchdowns, and Baltimore is one of the worst, allowing 11 wide receiver touchdowns. So what one team does well on the ground, another team does well in the air, and the defense can't defend either. So it should be an interesting game to see how the game plans come together and stop each other's strengths. Now, the first touchdown is very interesting, very confusing, actually. Baltimore has scored the first touchdown in every game they've played, and Tampa Bay has only had one game where they did not score the first touchdown. So in total, these teams have scored the first touchdown 9 out of 10 games. So, good luck is what I'll say. Good luck, all right? I'm not sure what's going to happen. And as far as first touchdown, I actually stayed away. All right. As far as the other game goes, I don't see a ton of opportunities except for the fact that maybe you like the Chargers to score first. 4 scored first, only 1 allowed, and Arizona has allowed 4. All right. So there's an opportunity. What did shock me, though, is all 4 have been through the air. I would have thought with as run heavy as they are, they would have had some on the ground, but that is not the case. All right, here's my first official play. This is on FanDuel. $10 wins you 118. We're going to go with Chris Godwin, anytime touchdown score. We're going to take the under in the Arizona and Los Angeles game, and then you're going to take J.K. Dobbins to score touchdowns. So this one, I'm mixing both of the games, which it will allow you to do. I couldn't find enough in the Tampa Bay game that I liked. Here's the problem with it, really short and sweet, is Baltimore does running well, and when you want to target that, everything is so juiced and the odds are not great. Tampa Bay does passing well, and when you want to do something with that, the odds are so juiced and nothing looks great. So it's just, if you want to bet into a team's strength in this one, it's so blown out of proportion with the juice. I just can't figure out a good price for anything. So that's why I'm taking this game more so. So 3 legs, $10 wins you 118. Let's move on to DraftKings. I am going to look at just solely the Baltimore and Tampa Bay game. And this one's a little chalky. I get that you may not want to play this because it seems pretty obvious, but we're just going to go with the touchdown chart and what it says. Quarterback for Baltimore, wide receiver for Tampa Bay. All right, we'll take Lamar Jackson, anytime touchdown. We'll take Mike Evans, anytime touchdown. And then we'll guess it's going to be a pretty close game. Tampa Bay plus 14, Baltimore plus 7.5. $10 wins 85 there. Now, Mike Evans is nursing an injury. I believe it's a hamstring. So I don't think he's going to be limited, but he may be limited. All right, so just kind of understand the risk with that. Lastly, we have ESPN, and we're just going to play a tight end touchdown parlay. Keep it very simple. Mark Andrews and K. Dotton, 20 wins you 500. All right. Here's kind of the game script. If Tampa Bay knows what Baltimore wants to do in the red zone, which is run, and they show up to stop it, there is an opportunity for a play action, and the tight end leaks out, like we saw last night in the Jets game with Tyler Conklin, right? That kind of a play call. So Mark Andrews hopefully can get one there. And K. Dotton, scared me a little bit because I thought, well, in the red zone, he's not targeted, right? It's all Chris Godwin, it's all Mike Evans. But Godwin has 8 targets, Evans has 7 targets, and Dotton has 6. So he's getting action in the red zone to his counterparts at the same level. And he has scored a touchdown. So let's go with it. All right. I think this weak secondary of Baltimore, or weaker secondary, will have a lot of attention on those receivers. And so maybe this is an opportunity for the tight end to sneak one in. So let's cash this in the first quarter, guys. I mean, seriously, let's have Mark Andrews go down, score the first, K. Dotton come down, score the next. Let's make ourselves $480 before we even get to halftime. What do you say? All right. Here are my official plays. You can read them again if you need to. 1 unit, 2 units. And a reminder to make sure you watch this video tonight. I got some things I want to talk about. I don't know. I'm curious about this. I think it's a very interesting and rare circumstance where you have a guy who's playing badly and a guy who's kind of made some decisions off the field, and then he gets injured and the world is excited about it. And I just kind of want to talk about the philosophy behind it. So yeah, come back for that, 7 o'clock tonight. Otherwise, share this with somebody like it's a cookie. Share this video like it's an Oreo. Pass it on to a friend, like, comment, and share. Thank you guys for coming by, and we'll be back this whole week. It felt weird not making videos this weekend. I was like, Saturday, Sunday, what am I doing? I need to get up there and record. But we're back, and we'll be making one every week. NBA starts this week, and I may have some things up my sleeve. We'll see you next time, tomorrow.